Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Stefan playing Stellaris, and today we're going to continue on with episode 15 of our series of Phonetic Purifiers on the Grand Admiral difficulty. Let's begin. So last we left off, we're in quite a good situation. I was building up a couple colony ships to start colonizing these newly terraformed planets, and we also just won a war with whatever these guys were. I don't even remember. They don't deserve to be remembered, obviously. There's also this federation right here, and I may want to attack it, just for the hell of it. And so let's begin by choosing Evolutionary Mastery, our second ascension, and it's going to really help us out. Natural evolution was always shaped by a single crude tool, failure. Only now can we define success. Yes. I've actually never heard that noise. Gone are the days when the survival of our species was at the mercy of chance, when an abyssal Nostromo's fate was decided by the whims of nature in the genetic lottery. The engineers of our time worked not in steel and concrete, but in the very building blocks of life itself. With advanced gene modification, we secure the future of our nation. I have heard that they actually buffed this, so let's see how it is. Aren't there supposed to be new traits? I'm not seeing shit. Oh, that's why. We gotta actually research genetic resequencing. So we'll do that after the Loop Institute. God damn, that's expensive. So I guess we're not actually gonna be able to do anything with this for quite some time. But that's okay. Oh no, we got a rabbit from the Prime Core. Well, you know what? Since we can't really modify our species right now, what we can do is go to war. Oh, these guys are actually equivalent. And these guys too, actually. Okay. How about these guys? Well, they're in defensive pact. With these guys. And let's see here. Okay, so these guys can actually move in and attack us. That is quite a shame. Also, this thing is very clearly dimensional horror, or however it's called. But clearly we're going to have to build up our fleet quite a bit. We do have the starbase capacity, which is always nice, and we have the mineral and energy production to do it. I mean, actually the only thing holding us back is energy, and we're going to have to wait. So for now I think I'm just going to consolidate my control over my territory. Like taking out these pirates, for instance. So that will be slightly boring, but whatever. Honestly, the only problem is if I build up my fleet to be at my fleet cap, well, that will not only destroy our energy production for now since we don't have the Dyson sphere yet, but there's a pretty decent chance that this fallen empire or this fallen empire will decide to wake up and attack. And obviously we don't want that. Alright, we got some traditions going. Let's see. I mean, I suppose I could go for prosperity. Yeah, most of the bonuses with expansion are useless, except for courier network. But I think we're going to be able to force our way with unity anyway. Yeah, might as well. Let's go for prosperity.
Technology secured.
Awesome, we got the Loop Institute going. Also, going for something like selected lineages would be pretty good. I do want to go for that eventually. However, we gotta go for genetic resequencing and other things like that for now. Alright, we actually got the citadels now. Excellent. Now we can also go for some more mining networks. That will increase our mineral production to over 1k. Obviously, we could just go for production targets. And actually, I don't see why not. Now we're gonna have 1.2k mineral production. Alrighty, so now my fleet has arrived near the pirates. And so now we can go ahead and attack. I think I'm just gonna throw my whole fleet at them and hope for the best. The Strike Force Wyvern reports that the fleet encountered a significant pirate presence in the Oslip system. Judging by preliminary scans of the immense ships and the stations harboring them, this is a historical pirate point. It has likely been an uninterrupted operation since whatever ancient area it was that spawned these thieving marauders. I don't see any stations, but sure, that's fine. Oh damn, Valero Romero is now aggressive. Not bad. Now we take on the Old Guard. and that was no problem. Let's station these fleets over right here, and these two fleets will be responsible for taking on the Calexion and Lythian Kingdom. I shall build up 2 more fleets and try and take out Prime 4. We have a single massive advantage over all of them. We have the minerals, and the energy, and the traditions to completely curb stomp them. However, even though we do have ridiculous amounts of technology research, they're still equivalent to us. And the reason is they're getting like a massive bonus to everything they do. Like at this point they're getting a 67% bonus, and you really get to see the impact of difficulty, considering the fact that Fangs of the Abyss is a massive empire that covers a third of the galaxy. And yet, these guys and these guys are equivalent. Oh no, terrorists. How dare they? After a period of mounting tension, the unrest and terror trek has resulted in terrorist action. While casualties and property damage were minimal, faith in the Fangs of the Abyss's ability to protect citizens has been shaken. Well, the problem is there are no citizens of the Fangs of the Abyss on this planet. So, yeah, these guys are getting purged. Alright, so it looks like the Jomar Star Dynasty are displaying psionic potential. Latent psionic powers have begun to manifest in certain individuals belonging to the Jomar species, according to leaked reports from authorities on the Jomar Star Dynasty. This must be a fairly recent development since we have no record of Jomari ever displaying psionic abilities on file. According to the leaked reports, these powers are so far limited to a very small minority of the Jomar species as a whole. Scientists in the Jomar Star Dynasty have offered no explanation. Well, I mean, they're not supposed to offer an explanation because we're a massive threat.
Savage hordes touching down.
Oh, no. Anyways, it looks like these guys decided to revolt. Well, revolts really are painful when there's an empire that you just have conquered and they rejoin them and you can't go to war with them. But if they're a small little thing, like, it doesn't matter. Oh, okay, let's see here. We have a declaration of war. This is actually the first time we've been attacked. Let's see, fleet manager. Let's build up a couple more fleets, eh? Alright, well that took up literally all my minerals, but that should be fine. So what we gotta do now is retreat some of these transport fleets. Obviously I do want to still conquer these guys. I mean, I guess they saw it as an opportunity since I am at war, but come on, I'm at war with these guys. They're pathetic.
Attacking enemy assets.
I mean, all they have is a freaking starbase. That is it. These guys are just a distraction, honestly. Okay, so go back to Roshan.
A vile enemy has declared war on us.
Okay, things are now getting interesting, eh? We have 2 wars going on at the same time. Well, this might pose quite a bit more of a problem, actually. So I guess that we're now embroiled in a galaxy-wide war. And yeah, let's see how we handle this. It'll be fun. First time we're actually threatened to our existence. Ooh, that's awesome. So first thing we gotta do is we gotta finish this war with whatever this empire is. Next thing I think I'm gonna do is take over these guys, because they have a nice little cluster of habitable systems right here. And so this plan is now off. I'll need to take over as many systems as I possibly can. And yeah, that's the plan. The only thing I really worry about is the Brenthal Alliance. Because they're right here, they have their fleets right here, and they might take over Brahima. And that would really suck. Fortunately though, my fleets are very speedy. That is the only saving grace. And that might be the only reason why we don't get completely, utterly wiped off. Okay, so the Confederation of Kalajam is now defeated. Awesome, so we have control over Kalajam once again. But we still have 2 defensive wars to deal with. That's not gonna be fun. Ideally, we're gonna end one of these in a status quo. Oh, hold up. So, actually, those guys gave up without me actually invading their planet. Thank you, game. That is very nice of you. Anyways, for now we can't really do too much because our forces are not built up yet. And so we're gonna have to take them on one at a time. The only problem is they can also take me on, except 5 to 1. Honestly, the biggest problem will be the truce after this. I shouldn't think too much ahead, since we're kind of in a life-death scenario. And while we're in a life-death scenario, we got a debris field, which has been here forever, so I'm not going to read that out. Awesome, we got a gateway construction site ready. Ooh, it is 12k minerals. If it was like less, like repairing a construction site, that would have been fine, but unfortunately it's not. I was going to upgrade them and then start invading these federations one at a time, but guess that's not going to happen. But in terms of energy, we're going to actually be kind of screwed for 2 years while this Dyson sphere is being built.
Tactical retreat.
Okay, we got hostile fleets over at Zastea. Looks like they're going to start capturing this area of space. Ooh, that sucks. Let's see, are they going to take over Brachma? No, they're not. They're actually quite dumb. Okay, so I guess we have a chance. I might want to actually come over and take out 5th, since I do want to keep some of their planets around, since I don't want to lose all this territory.
Planetary invasion commenced.
Schnell, schnell, schnell.
Enemy presence exposed.
Alright, looks like we finally got the fleets of the Prime Corps. Guys that originally declared war on us. This is gonna really suck, because they have quite the fleet power, actually. And we're not gonna just be able to take them on. Also, these guys are really dumb. They're not even, they're targeting some starports, but leaving some completely open. So Brachma, the most strategic location in this area, is getting left open. But obviously playing against AI is very different. Okay, they still have 2 FDL blockers, and I'm not actually going to be able to deal with that. So that's going to be quite a shame, and this fleet is going to have to go elsewhere. Let's see. I think I can go for another fleet. And I'm very surprised that Ostic is not ours yet.
Found.
We have anomalies. Research some, I guess.
Ground invasion force has seized the planet.
Awesome, I have seized their planet, and now I can go over and seize Recall's Maw. I don't... Why do they... I guess this was one of the special new systems, because, like, you wouldn't have a world that's colonizable in this system. Oh. I guess they teleported out of the wormhole. That's really not good. So we see that this Federation fleet is decently strong, and we're gonna have to face off against that somehow. Okay, so it looks like all these guys decided to start consolidating. That's actually very convenient because they're not going to capture too much territory. And we're not planning on challenging them for now. Oh, we have an orbital speed demon. Well, since this is a new anomaly, I better read this. Attempts to scan the object at high-speed orbit around Ulm 13547 have been unsuccessful. The object quickly falls below Ulm 13547 horizons, and the ISS Nomad's instruments are simply unable to keep up. While Ulm 3547's gravitational pull is strong, that alone does little to explain the object's extreme momentum. Either the object itself possesses some extraordinary properties, or there is some gravitational phenomenon at work here. The object's velocity appears to be increasing over time. Science Officer Franco Valery suspects that it may soon be thrown out of orbit, even without outside interference. Okay, let's try to slow it down. Okay, the drone successfully intercepted from unknown object's orbit. By latching onto the object and then thrusting it reverse little by little, the drone was eventually able to direct it to ISS Nomad for retrieval. The object looks some sort of a box constructed out of alien material. Vein-like ridges meander around the sides, congregating at the top in some sort of sphere-shaped mechanism. You can only guess its contents. You can either open the alien box or study it.
Situation log updated.
I think I'm gonna actually study it, just to see more carefully. Also looks like we got some opposition going on at goal. Not too much of a problem.
Star system
Although,
charted.
looks like it actually was, since these guys lost 4 cruisers. Yeah, looks like I'm facing off against some of their fleets, finally. Alright, so hopefully I'm able to take these guys out with the remainder of this fleet, and that should be good. Anyways, alien box contents. Finally, our scientists have managed to peek into the alien box without compromising the container itself. By utilizing an advanced sonar, they have been able to identify its contents. The contents are puzzling, or at least unexpected. The box holds 3 small valves, each filled with an unknown liquid. The box is safe to open, but will require further research to understand how. So, we can either open it or sell it. Obviously, selling it won't give us too much, so let's open it. Oh, I hate black holes. Honestly, black holes suck. They're attacking our core. They're attacking our core worlds. We also have a weird Semitic menace, which is clearly a fallen empire. Alright, well, it's not the machine fallen empire, so we know that for sure. Anyways, I want to take these guys over and then get the hell out of here. And take these guys out. Okay, let's take over Goal and get these guys up and running. Looks like status quo is coming up pretty fast considering how fast we're building new fleets.
Planetary invasion commenced.
Oh, okay. Got RGB going on. At long last, our scientists have penetrated the outer material of the alien box. 3 small vials inside are indeed filled with different liquids. 1 red, 1 blue, 1 green. Liquids are less alien than the container, and our scientists have identified them as prime gene modification mediums. For reasons beyond our understanding, the solutions are quickly deteriorating outside their alien container. There should be enough time to synthesize and apply one of them to our species. It has been confirmed that its effects will be positive, but exactly how remains to be seen. Okay, this is kind of cheesy, but I could just let this box hang around. And we also see that trying to sell them will actually gain us quite a bit more energy than just selling the box. So what I think I'm going to do for now is, for the purposes of research, obviously, we're going to save scum a bit and see what these things do, because that is quite interesting to say the least. So let's save, and let's try the red solution. We'll go through all of them, and I'll read all of it out. Without further ado, let's use the red solution. Okay, red solution makes us stronger. Oh, okay, so I guess we get the very strong modifier, actually. Not too shabby. I mean, I assume this is not randomized, so this is why I'm doing this. If it's randomized, there's really no point. But I mean, if it was randomized, there wouldn't be an option, really. So let's see the green solution. Okay, so green solution makes our species adaptive. Extremely adaptive, actually. So extremely adaptive is actually 4 trait points. Very strong is 3 trait points. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, by the way, console is the squiggly line thingy. So if you want to cheat, that's how you do it. And let's see what the blue solution does. Okay, so it increases our lifespan. So that makes us venerable. This stuff is actually very, very useful. And it's going to really help us in choosing the hell out of our species. So I'm going to revert back to the save. Actually going to use it back in 56 months or so. Or maybe even longer, because I do still have to modify my species. Honestly, out of all 3 of them, the biggest benefit to my species could probably be venerable. It's between venerable and strong. But strong I can always apply as a normal trait, because it does cost 3. And I do want to maximize the amount of trait points my species has. And hopefully it doesn't expire. I mean, it really shouldn't expire. There is no expiration point, like in Hearts of Iron 4, although they might have added it.
Spaceport under attack.
But overall, though, things right here are not going good. We need some resources. Let's build up an extra fleet. I really should have done this before. Like, I really regret not doing anything. I guess I got too greedy. That's fine. I mean, actually this is not fine. We're gonna lose quite a bit of our territory. But overall, I think one of these wars could easily be ended with a status quo. Okay, a good thing that has come out of this is the fact that we're actually able to utilize Bulwark of Harmony. I have not been in a defensive war since I have chosen it, and this is the first time. And this really is going to come in handy, because building ships much faster is what we need right now. Okay, whatever.
Planetary invasion commenced.
I mean, I'm conquering the planets and everything. Yeah, looks like this battle is actually going to really end not too well. Also, Imperator Patrice Remy, I hope I'm saying that right, is now a substance abuser. God damn it. Okay, let's see. Strike Force Medusa should be able to take on these guys right now. Looks like they were going over down, and so I can meet them down there. I mean, I am pretty rattled right now, honestly. Also, Strike Force Wyvern can probably take out whatever they have right here, even without repairs. Let's go and do that.
Ground invasion force has seized the planet.
Awesome, now Rikira's Maw is now mine, and this fleet can now start going over there. Yeah, so what I just did is I fired some scientists and assigned an Admiral to every single one of these fleets. That's going to be quite crucial. Anyways, the Dyson Sphere is up and running in 15 days, so our energy problem will get fixed very, very quickly. Excellent. Now our energy situation is up and running once more. While not yet complete, with the installation of advanced solar harvesters, we have begun to reap the benefits of the Dyson Sphere being built in the Stellaris system. The energy gains will only continue to increase as construction continues, eventually reaching the full operational capacity when the sphere is completed. Excellent. Now we have no energy problem. However, we do still have the obvious problem of a war on two fronts. And yeah, that's across a massive expansive empire. Fortunately though, we do have the gates to help us out, but let's see how that works out. See you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.